Did I cry? Comment. Is that how I end? Oh, why can't I today? Gills? I guess that works, but no. Alright, there we go. Hey fellow fiction fanatics, I'm Chase. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my monthly wrap-up for April. So in April I was able to read 3 books, so let's get into it. The first book I was able to read was Andre the Giant by Brian Box Brown. So this is a graphic novel about Andre the Giant. This was a quick read for me, but not one that I particularly cared for. I really just felt like Andre was put into wrestling because he would be good at it, and it wasn't because it was something that he loved. And honestly, it just made me sad, and I really wish that this book had focused on his life and not just his career as a wrestler. So overall, I gave this book 2.5 stars. And this completed my Contemporary Colors Challenge and Books and Lala's Buzzword Challenge. And in April, the words were all about size, so giant definitely works for this. The second book I read was Percy Jacksons Greek Gods by Rick Riordan. So this book features the myths of all 12 Olympian gods and is told from Percy Jackson's perspective. I really loved Percy popping in and making his comments. I think that was probably the best part about this book. This definitely wasn't my favorite Rick Riordan book, but it was my favorite way to be told the Greek god stories. Honestly, I just think it was too much all at once. If I had spaced these out instead of just reading it one after the other, I think I would have enjoyed it more because I just felt like it was a lot. So overall, I give this book 3 stars. And for the Magical Readathon, it completed the Spells and Incantations Challenge, which is to read a short story collection. And lastly, the third book I was able to get to was Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. So this is a short story collection about our favorite characters from the Lunar Chronicles, and it really focuses on these characters' past. But then in the final novella, it actually is about what happens after winter. That one has got to be my favorite. These characters just have my heart, and they always will. I just love being back with them and learning more about them. And I love seeing how everything would just fall into place eventually. I mean, I laughed, I cried, I swooned, and that epilogue was perfection. I loved it so much. Just a fantastic way to see what happened and just seeing how these characters come together and love each other so much. It just was a fantastic conclusion and a great way to just be with these characters once again. It really just made my heart happy, and I'm so glad that I was able to get to this one. And I especially loved my reread of this book. The only story I didn't love was The Little Android. I don't know, it just sort of felt out of place. It's obviously a reference to The Little Mermaid. It definitely gears more towards the original tale, so it's not a happily ever after. And honestly, I wish it had been Aiko's story, but seeing how it ends, obviously not. But I wish we got her beginning. That would be my only critique of these short stories because I just love these characters so much. So I gave this book 5 stars, and I completed my Magical Readathon challenge for Psionics and Divination, which is to read a book that is set in the future. This book definitely works for that category. So I didn't get to a whole lot of books in April, so this is definitely a quick video, but I'd love to know if you've read any of these, and let me know what was your favorite book that you read this month down in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share the love. I'll see you next time. Bye!